Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. We're going to be doing some more digging today. Basically just kind of running the plant. Plan is to get some of this stuff here cleaned up. We're going to do some boom boom. Bring down some of this shelf. Need to get up there and chop those trees. We're getting pretty far undercut here, as you can see, so it's time to bring that down and get her all scooped up. So let's get started. I'm going to remove this pipe here temporarily. And I'm going to clean out some of this dirt here, so I need to get rid of that as well. I think that's the only thing buried over there. Let's hop in and get started. Hope you enjoyed the last episode where we built out this monstrosity. It's going to be a monstrosity for a little while. And in this video, we're just going to be running material. We'll see what we end up with. Gonna get in here and start scooping out. There we go, it's a pretty good scoop. We can get a little more though. So since we have the pipe disconnected, I'm just gonna fill the hopper here for a bit until we get those pipes hooked back up. Then we'll turn the plant back on. This loader's starting to get a lot of good patina on it. Looks like a working machine. Alright, can I get back in here? At some point I think I'm gonna have to buy a dozer. I'll probably end up, I can't get my mouse pointer, but above the cab here. We may end up kind of squaring off some of that mountain, and that would make it a little easier to probably get the conveyors up from where the metal is. But I need a dozer for that, and I haven't tried the dozers, since the last season, so I don't know how they behave now. I think they did some fixes for them as well as the excavators and loaders, if I remember correctly. No, they've been kind of painful, the dozers have. I think they were in a pretty good spot, if I remember right, last season. So hopefully they're even better now. And then this loader seems like a pretty good combo for the price. So I plan to keep it for a little while. Probably eventually get something big. But now that we're rolling, it's easy to make money, even on hardcore. So we're good. We can just chill, move some material, have some fun, and the money flows in. Only thing manual right now is the diamonds and rubies, and then taking the silicon ingots over to the manual smelter to make rubber. Wouldn't have to do that, but it does sell a lot better. I'm probably losing a little material, like scooping like that when it's full, but that's okay. It helps keep the face kind of clean. Sorry for the noise if that came through on the mic. Just adjusting my headphones. I did turn the mic up. I had a couple comments over the last few months about the mic level. It's still not where I want it to be, but everything is cranked up. I'm afraid it may be a little too high right now. I haven't really got any negative feedback on the last few videos, but the mic is super sensitive, so it, if I crank it all the way up, you can literally hear my beard grow, so that's not good. Not literally, figuratively. Even now, as high as I've got it, it picks up quite a bit of background noise, so I need to maybe just change my video template so it boosts the mic level. I'm not sure. I've never really fiddled with that kind of stuff over the years. Just kind of hook it up and it works and rolled with it. I know some people spend hours tweaking all their mic levels and equalizers and all that stuff. I just plugged it in and recorded. But I do see, like, if I'm watching videos on YouTube and then I switch to one of my videos to check it out, my volume is a lot lower, for sure. So I get it. But I've had the same setup for years and years. Kind of hate to start messing with it too much. But I do want to try to get the level up, so feedback is always welcome. Alright, what more do we need to get? We need to get some of this high stuff. Had to mute a big old sneeze there. It is springtime in Missouri, and I spent quite a bit of time outside yesterday, so feeling the effects of it. It does help out the old YouTube voice. Oh yeah. Puts a little bit of a rougher edge on it, which can be good sometimes for audio. But the sneezes are no fun. Gotta reach over and hit the mute button. Yeah, I need to punch on through the other side there and get that pushed on out. If the bucket's touching the ground, the front end tends to slide all over the place. I was thinking too, I could not have the sell point, just let the dirt build up, but then I'd have to go down there and like push it around with the pickaxe and the shovel. It'd be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So we'll just sell it for now. You still needs to work on the cutting in when you're doing this kind of pushing. But I think it's in a lot better place than it has been in the past. It's a little fiddly still, but you can actually plane right off the ground if you want. Just have to kind of fiddle with it and get the right setting. Turn my mouse up. That's way too sensitive in the looking direction. It just seemed like the loader controls aren't as sensitive as they used to be. It takes a lot of mouse movement to move the bucket. Alright, I'm almost punched through to the other side. Worked out pretty nicely having the power plant right there. You can just run one cable. It would be nice to have the storage be able to dump into the sell point as well. Don't have that set up yet. Woo. We stuck? I can't see. Just bang into that water filtration plant. It's fine. It's tough. I haven't done any of the math to see how much the water helps. If you have, let me know in the comments. You know, filtered versus non-filtered water, how much of a difference does that actually make? Does it even do anything for power? I'm not sure it does yet. I know they had plans to make that like matter for the power plants. I don't know if it's doing anything yet, but we're plumbed up for it. So even if it's not now, if they do patch that while we're playing this season, then we're good to go. So we can knock all that down. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna get that all knocked out, and then I can put the pipes back on and we can start running material. That is a a decent little pocket of pay dirt there, but I think we're back into just regular dirt now. From the looks of it. No, there's still a decent amount of pay dirt in there. Judging by the color. Alright, if I can get the camera to cooperate. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge because it sees that water plant there. Camera's zipping all over the place. Kind of curious, how much do we have in the hopper right now? 10,000? That'll do. Just pull all that down? No, just some of it. I know we can get the Dramite, which deletes dirt. The Ampho doesn't delete it, it spreads it out. Just gonna take a look back here. It's not bad. Hopefully the water pump still works. Let's crank it up. There it goes, feeding all the things. It's green. Oh, I didn't put the pipes on yet. Oops. Let's turn that back off. Alright, it looks like the water pump's still working, so let's get this all hooked back up. So we need you. And we need some left pipage. So we need to come over one. Let me get this stuff out of the way. We need that guy. Yeah, straight, and then a left, then this guy there. There we go. Smooth that, and it kind of came back up. Go to grid build. Yes, please. We got a little further back in there, but I think we're okay. You're running out. All right, you should have water power now. Hopefully that's flowing through. I assume it is. You filling up? Not filling up. Is this not working? Oh, right. Derp. Unhook the power from it, dummy. So that wouldn't work. I think it's working. Let it run. Pretty sure that's working. Do the old shovel smack. It's getting pretty rough back in here. That's where I was trying to cut in. Alright, you were rocking that out. Perfect. Let's get back to making our floor. I see it wants to ride up over this. It's still not quite right. It's closer. If you fiddle with the angle a little bit, you can get it to work better. Like that wasn't too bad of a push there. I'm sure the math is tricky. It shouldn't just lift the whole front end of the loader. And not cut in. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time to smooth this up because we're going to blast it down anyway. You guys ready for some boom boom? I think that will just keep playing. If I get out of the vehicle, it seems to keep playing. That's kind of odd. Alright, let's put the dirt and the pay dirt into here. It's about halfway done processing. And then I need my info and that back up, and we'll just sell the water. There we go. Flashlight back on, and then we want to bring down where that's going to go onto the pipe. So let's start like here, and we'll see how we get along. Oh, we're out. Alright, let's turn off the flashlights. This should be a pretty good boom boom. Fire in the hole! A little too far back, it looks like. Unfortunately. A little bit of an overhang left there, but here we go. Got some more material to knock down. Let me go ahead and buy some more info. Oops. Info. There we go. 165. What is it if I run down to town? I think it's not here, right? No, it's not here. I think we have to go to the mineral place, right? Place where you spawn. Which is over here. Yeah, mineral rights and wrongs. I think this is where it is. Resources. Nope, that's where you buy the raw resources. Is this the other store then? The one north of here? Must be where it's at. See, our money's ticking up. We're selling dirt. Oh, I should have bought some logs while I was over there. That would have been smart. I do need some more logs. Here it is. It's 127 here, so that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and get another, say, 40 of those. I can afford that. Perfect. And then I will get some logs while I'm down here. We've got 28 wood blocks left. You can blow through those pretty quick when you're doing cribbing. So I'm going to go buy some more logs. And we'll also probably chop some down on top of the hill, or I don't know. Maybe we'll just explode them. I'm guessing you can't chop the trees here, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, so this is all your resources. So let's go ahead and grab, say, another 400 logs. Beauty. And then Scotty will beam me back up. Let's go get these logs. We have to process them into beams, and then we have to process them into wood blocks. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Get those processing. How are we looking over here? We've got some diamonds. Don't envy that because I haven't done steel for a while. We got a bunch of rubber though. Very nice. So we can get 10 grand for that and 4,500 for that. Not bad. Another 17 for the coal. And we're back up to 60 grand. Just that quick. Don't you worry, we got more coal on the way. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the outer lip here. Go ahead and bring that down. If you want to, you can like measure this out. It has a certain radius. I tend to not do that. That's too much like real work. Alright, let's stand way back so we can admire this. Fire in the hole! There we go. Beautiful. Now we can get to scooping again. It's the name of the game. Scooping pays the bills. Cut into the pipeline a little bit. We can fix that. Something with the update made it so you could overload a little better. I can just almost keep up with the hopper working this close to it. What am I held up on here? Bucket, I need you to cut into the ground a little better. Getting me behind. I'm burning fuel here and nothing going through the plant. That's not good. Those orange berries there make a nice reference for how far to pull up. Boxes flying out of the refinery. That's way quicker than smelting with the manual smelter. But the manual smelter doesn't take any power or fuel, so I'm totally okay with it being slow. I should go get a scoop of either iron or copper or both. Make sure that's running through the plant like it should. I didn't do that in the last episode. I didn't do it in between episodes. So it might not hurt to go do that. Get a couple more scoops in, we'll go get some metal. And we will be making steel out of the iron ore. I guess it's cheaper to make steel with the big smelter, because you don't have to use coal. So that's handy, I suppose. Well, we got an autosave, so let's head down to the mine. Can't terraform right now. They keep the bucket raised up a little bit. Even with it tilted this far up, it can interact with the ground and cause you problems. I have to grab some fuel here before too long. Copper sells for more, but we can make steel with the iron and then sell the steel stuff for a decent profit. Just enough room to turn around. This thing has so much more power than the, was it the L8000 I had before? Nice upgrade. It's only another yard bucket size, but twice the horsepower. Worth every penny. Alright, so we should end up with some steel. If this is all working properly. Let's dump that in. We're still making power. We got massive columns of toxic pollution coming out, so it's all working as intended. Feels pretty good taking a bite out of a pile like that. Get rid of these floaters. There we go. I don't think I do a code check, like if you're a volume and you Or, you know, below a certain size, you just turn into dirt and fall. Maybe it doesn't work like that. Okay, it keeps playing the dirt falling sound. If I hop in, make sure it's finished, then I hop out, then it's all good. Kind of funny how that works. Alright, you're chewing along. How much coal do we end up with? Uh-oh. Did something wrong. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, that needs to feed in over here. Whoops. Yeah, I did that wrong. I wasn't thinking. I was thinking all the ore would come out of here, but no, it doesn't. Okay. Well, we'll have to earn some money and redesign our plant. I did grab the iron ore. So, yeah, I would need a merger here at some point. So this was gonna need a complete redesign. If I want to smelt iron. Where can I get a I could put a merger here. And then for now just feed it in from the other side. I do not have a merger or another storage. So let's do this. Let's sell the coal. Gives me a decent chunk of change. And then we need to run down to the store. And we need a merger and a storage. And then we're all good. That'll let us work around this for now. I'll have to manually do some stuff. I think, if I did that right. So if I grab that guy, and then I throw a storage on here, it's going to look dumb for a little while. Can I turn the pass-through on and this will go through? No, because it... Oh, no, is it feeding it? It is feeding it. Okay, good. So we don't have a consume to put it down here. It looks like it does pull it from the storage. That didn't used to work. I'm really glad they changed that. If we go to grid build, yeah, you're just going to be like up out of the ground. So now we should get some iron or steel ingots. So that's a little bit of a workaround. We'll have to redo this plant probably several times, but that's one mistake I made. I'm recording this before the last episode comes out, so somebody may have already caught that in the comments. But yeah, I did figure that out. No, we just got iron. What did I do wrong? Oh, because I'm bypassing the sorter. Right. Yeah, okay, so we just got iron. That's fine. That'll be a workaround for now. So we need to have That's the high temp sorter. Yeah, we need a metal sorter. Or more specifically, we probably need a coal screen to pull the coal out. Yeah. We're going to have to do more things. But for now, this will at least get us iron ingots quickly. And then I can just run that through the manual smelter for now. So let's grab all of this. Wow, we got so much of this ore. We need more wash plants. Let me take one more trip down here. I need more of these small wash plants. So we go to buildings, workbenches. They're only $7,000, so I'm just going to buy, say, 3 more of those. Get 4 going at a time. Sounds like a reasonable thing to do. Alright, so we don't need you, or you up there. And we'll go ahead and pick you up. You are going to do... oh, I forgot to grab... I sold all my coal ore, didn't I? Whoops! Alright, we need to get some coal. But what I can do is... Let's go ahead and sell the diamond and ruby that we got. And then we want these guys. Not on grid build. We want them on snap build, I think. For now, let's just do boom, 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 and boom. Like that. And okay, you guys will do... How much we got here? We got way more ruby ore. So we'll say 250. Oops. On ruby. And then we'll have you guys, you'll down here, you'll just do diamonds. And then we got a fairly well evenly split. Not perfect, but doable. All right, you're going to be done in 25 seconds. Excellent. You need coal to do anything. So I have iron and silicon to do. We can sell the gold. 30, almost 39 grand. Nice. Yeah, so I'll be working through this. I'm going to get some more money, and hopefully in the next episode, we can change up the plant just a little bit. Make sure we're pumping out steel in an automated fashion with all the smelters. Perfect. All right, then I can just tell you to kick off 25 wood blocks. 25 wood blocks. And there we go. All right, we need to get some coal real quick. Also, the plant's just sitting there running, doing nothing, which is never good. Let's run a few more scoops, and we'll call that an episode. Definitely need some of this coal in there, so I can make my rubber and steel. It's kind of weird that you use coal for rubber. You would think you would use oil, but it's just a game. Maybe you can make rubber with oil if you have oil. I'm not sure. Been a while since I did all the production. So I think, wasn't it season 4? Where I had the self-imposed rule that I had to build everything myself. Like I couldn't just go buy concrete blocks or anything. I had to manufacture that myself if it could be manufactured. So that was a lot of fun. That was a nice big long season. If you haven't seen that one, season 4 was good times. I had all the production going eventually on that one. We were making everything. And it seemed like we made something with the oil besides asphalt. Alright, you need some fuel. Let's go get some fuel real quick. Come on, loader. There you go. Alright, you're all done. You're all done. We can shut this plant down. So we got plenty of fuel. So, oops, we should have, I need to get some catwalks and stuff. We'll make sure the design is a little more close to final before we do the catwalks and everything. Okay, now we should be able to kick off some rubber. There we go. Saw some steel. Beautiful. May get more than one of those at some point. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't want to spend all my money on little thingies. Cool. All right. Well, I'll do some thinking about a plant redesign so we get the iron ore going into steel, and also the copper will get through there because we need those metals really to come into the chain here. So I might have to completely redo all this. We shall see. That'll be it for this one, though. Thanks as always for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care.